All right. Hey guys, so today I have quite a few things to go over, including the new Humble Monthly. The early unlocks look fantastic, but before I get into that, let's go over some other things. On the Epic Game Store, you can currently pick up Alan Wake and For Honor for free. Alan Wake, of course, is a great horror game. And then over at Fanatical, they've been releasing some new bundles lately. The Fear bundle, I'm pretty sure they've had this in the past. You can pick up Fear 1, 2, 3, and some DLC for just $5. A great deal. It's like more of a horror first-person shooter. And they more recently launched their Redemption bundle. Again, I think this is a lot of repeats from previous bundles, but it's $4 for 7 games. There's some pretty good games here, including Brawlout, River City Ransom Underground. I really enjoyed Lust for Darkness, more of a like adult-themed horror game. Chaos Reborn. Honestly, for just $4, this is a fantastic bundle. So if you're missing any of these games, I highly encourage you to check this one out. And then they also launched their Strategy Mystery bundle. They've been having a lot of these mystery key bundles where you don't really know what games you're going to get, but it's $5, and apparently you're getting strategy games. And from what I read, each key on average is worth about $30 retail. So these are some rather expensive strategy games. I went ahead and placed an order, and these are the games that I received. So I got Dungeons 2, which is a fantastic real-time strategy game, Galaxy Squad Grand Ages Medieval, Tropico 3 Gold Edition, and Tropico 4 Steam Special Edition. So this isn't an indicator of what you will receive. I'm not sure how many games are included here, but overall, I think it was worth it. I mean, $5 for these games, I think that is pretty solid. So yeah, it's up to you if you want to participate in the Strategy Mystery Bundle. And if you do decide to purchase anything on Fanatical, you can use my referral link in the description below, and I'll get like 5% of your purchase. And there's a bunch of other bundles currently going on as well, and they're always selling Shadow of Mordor for just $5 with all the DLC. I think that's a really good deal there. So yeah, and then there's the Mega Anthology bundle still going on. There's a lot of fantastic indie games included in this one. $350 for 18 games. You're getting One Finger Death Punch, Lichstone Battle Mage, and a bunch of other indie games. So yeah, I always think Fanatical is a great website for indie games and so forth. Also, I wanted to quickly share that there's a new game called Flotel that looks pretty interesting. It's a hotel management game on water, so it's kind of like building a cruise ship. If you're into management style games, they are giving away keys for the beta, and currently there's like 300 left, so this may not be available by the time this video goes up, but if it is, be sure to pick yourself up a key. I'll leave a link in the description below for that, and hopefully they'll give out more keys in the future. So going back to the Humble Bundle, the Hooked On multiplayer bundle is currently still active, so if you missed out on this one, you can still pick up a bunch of great multiplayer games, including Killing Floor 2 and Death Garden Blood Harvest. I covered this in a recent video. Let's go back to the Humble Monthly. And again, if you guys want to help support me in this channel, if you are planning on subscribing to the Humble Monthly, be sure to use my referral link in the description below, as it really helps me out. I'm really glad to see Slay the Spire as an early unlock. I already own it, but it's one of my most played games on Steam. It's a roguelike turn-based card game that is incredibly challenging but highly rewarding at the same time. If you are a strategy game fan, this game has overwhelmingly positive reviews, and honestly, it's a must-have in my opinion. Slay the Spire is an excellent roguelike, and it's a great early unlock. The next game is called Squad. It's a rather expensive $40 tactical multiplayer shooter that focuses more on being a realistic military sim. It's not so much to my taste, but if you like games like Arma or Counter-Strike and have some buddies to team up with, you might get a good sense of realism out of it if you're into like realistic military shooters. So that's a great game as well. Great to see as an early unlock. And I remember when this game came out, it was a top seller. So next month's early unlocks look great. Let's go over last month's Humble Monthly, which included 8 games for $166 of value. Let's go ahead and go onto that page. First up, the early unlocks were Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is a story-driven open-world medieval RPG with some truly fantastic graphics and a great realistic setting. I'm a big fan of medieval RPGs, and this one really brings you into the world, which I really enjoyed. It's very immersive, so that's excellent, and that was a top seller on Steam for quite some time as well. Then we have Surviving Mars. This is a sci-fi city-building strategy game on Mars. It's very addictive if you are into city builders and strategy games of this sort. sort. So yeah, you can sink quite a few hours into surviving Mars. Next up, we had Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. This is a great multiplayer war shooter with up to 64 players. It's an old school iron sight and bolt action weapons, helicopters, and there's just loads of action. So if you're into multiplayer shooters and you like older games, kind of think of like Call of Duty World at War, I think you'll really enjoy Rising Storm 2 of Vietnam. Then there was Yakuza Island Express. This has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. It's a bit of a mix between a 2D platformer and a pinball game. It's incredibly unique and visually charming. Definitely a joy to play if you were looking for something more casual and a little bit different in terms of gameplay. I really enjoyed the trailer and I definitely look forward to playing Yakuza Island Express. Then there was Adventure Pals. This is more of a traditional adventure platformer, but again, very cute graphics and a very charming story. The combat is great fun, and you can even play co-op locally with a friend. So if you're into action adventure games and you like more like old school style, this is definitely a great game to play. Next up, we have Almost There. This is one of those hard as nails, hardcore platformers where you'll end up dying thousands of times. But for those of you who enjoy this genre, it offers loads of challenging obstacles and it's very highly replayable. It looks great, but honestly, I get very frustrated with this type of genre. So a lot of you will enjoy this game. Not my taste in particular. And then finally, we have Swords and Soldiers 2 Schwarmageddon. This is a side-scrolling RTS, more of a tug-of-war style in terms of gameplay. It reminds me a lot of old Flash games I used to play when I was younger. It's definitely a joy to watch the battles unfold and you slowly push forward to defeat your enemies. You can definitely sink quite a few hours into Swords and Soldiers 2. And then finally, there's the humble original called Don't Give Up. I don't really know too much about it. It says it's about a mentally ill game developer trying to find success in life who becomes wrapped up in the manifestations of his own inner demons. It looks like it has sort of a retro vibe, so if you're into like old school style adventure games, you might enjoy Don't Give Up. Looks like it has a charming story and so forth. So yeah, that was the Humble Monthly for last month, and honestly, I think this is one of the more successful bundles. I really enjoyed the games that they chose here. Each game seemed to have some quality to it, very high reviews across the board, and quite a great like diversity as well. Very charming graphics, some great games. Like every single game in this bundle I intend to play in the near future, and they all look very enjoyable. So I'm very happy with this month's Humble Monthly. Let me know what you guys think about it, and if you enjoyed it or if you didn't like it, let me know why you didn't like it. Next month's Humble Monthly looks good as well. So if you made it this far and you don't know what the Humble Monthly is, it's a subscription service. It's $12 a month to subscribe. It's kind of like Loot Crate, where you get a random like crate of Steam games each month. There's a lot of value to be had. I think it's worth it each and every month. A lot of quality like AAA style of games. Also, they just upped the discount, so I guess this month you're getting 20% off a lot of the games on the Humble Store as well if you are a Humble Monthly subscriber, so you can save some more off purchases from the Humble Store, and they have their own discounts as well. And you also get access to the Humble Trove, which is a bunch of DRM free games that you can download and play at any time. So overall, I think the Humble Monthly is fantastic. I've been subscribed for years, and if you guys are looking to subscribe, again, make sure you use my referral link in the description below, and you'll help out me and this channel. And be sure to pick up the Hooked on Multiplayer bundle as well if you missed it. You only have a couple more days to pick that one up before it expires. There's some great games included there. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.